I'm Aaron Baker, Shield HealthCare's spinal cord injury lifestyle specialist, and this is Mobility in the City, San Francisco. When we talk about San Francisco, we really talk about the whole Bay Area. So we've started here in San Jose so we can see how easy or difficult it is to get into San Francisco itself. So we just hopped on the free flyer bus from the airport. It's taking us over to the Caltrain in Santa Clara.
Approaching Transit Center and Caltrain Station.
Caltrain tickets are paid for in zones. Make sure you know what your stop is so you know how much to pay. I'm getting all the way to San Francisco for just under 10 bucks. So it's really important when you're about to get on one of these trains that you find the boarding assistance area. And the assistants will help you get on and off the areas that are accessible. We started in San Jose, and we're taking the Caltrain into the city, going through towns like Palo Alto, Mountain View, Sunnyvale.
Menlo Park Station, this is Menlo Park.
Menlo Park, I should have said that. The train ride from San Jose to San Francisco, depending on the stop, is at least an hour. So for me, the best part about this accessible seating is sitting right next to the bathroom. It gives me peace of mind for the ride. All right, let's go explore San Francisco. We're about to get on the Muni Metro. It's a light rail that travels both above and beneath the ground. I really want to emphasize how important it is to do some pre-planning, to really know which train lines and bus lines take you to the accessible platforms and get you to the best parts of the city. That way you don't wind up in a precarious situation where you just can't get around in the chair, because that's no fun. And the whole point of this thing is to have fun in the city, so yeah, I can't stress that enough. Just really do some research. So we're at a pretty special place right now in San Francisco. We're at the historic ferry terminal. It was here that I began my 2008 Rise Above Cross Country bike tour, where I pedaled my bicycle from right here all the way across the country to Washington, D.C. Now we're about to get on a historic San Francisco streetcar and head towards the wharf. These historic streetcars have got different styles and colors, but don't confuse them with the old cable cars like this one. Unfortunately, they're not wheelchair friendly. But the old historic streetcars are. Look for the wheelchair ramps at certain accessible stops. So this is the perfect pit stop for some San Francisco sourdough. I had to order the clam chowder bread bowl here at Boudin's Cafe, right by the wharf. But I'm not stopping too long because there's lots more to see. So another one of the cool accessible things to do here in the Bay is this harbor cruise. They've got accessible ramps to get onto the boat. They cruise right by Alcatraz Island. They go all around the bay. It's a great way to see the entire San Francisco Bay. So the piers here at the wharf in San Francisco Bay are a huge attraction. I love coming out on these things, but a lot of these old piers are old timber. They're real uneven, huge cracks, big metal spikes. They're kind of a hazard when you're in a wheelchair, so you want to be careful of that. Come on, motor. Yeah, so clearly the hills in San Francisco, they are no joke, and this is one of the mellow ones. And I really wouldn't be going up and down these hills without having some kind of mobility device, the Smart Drive. I'm definitely not getting up that hill without some help. So fortunately I have Helen here with me, and she's gonna help power me straight up this steep San Francisco hill. And here we go. Nice. To the bus stop. We're gonna jump on the Muni and head over to the Golden Gate Bridge. Anytime you ride a public transportation, a bus, you want to strap your chair in, make sure your brakes are on, because abrupt acceleration or braking could send you rolling down the aisles. Aside from rolling up and down the hills in the bus, it was a pretty smooth ride. We made it all the way out here to the Golden Gate Bridge today using just public transportation. So once again, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised with how much ground we can cover. And we're not done yet. Let's take the bus back downtown and then hop on the Bart to Berkeley. I've got to warn you about two things about riding the Bart. One, the elevators going down underground smell really bad. And two, buying the ticket was a little confusing, so double check your amount before you click buy. We're about to get on the famous Bart, the subway system here in the Bay Area. And it's going to take us down under the bay, under the water, and over to the other side, Berkeley. The subway was a little crowded, but there was space designated for accessible for wheelchairs. And people were generally pretty respectful of that. See, you've really got to pay attention. Some of these elevators are out of service. Fortunately, we have two elevators. Make sure that you check the elevator schedule, see what's working and what's not. Right. Man, you can really tell we're not in the city anymore. So Bart just dropped me off in Berkeley at the Ashby station, and it's actually connected to the Ed Roberts campus, which is the Center for Independent Living. Without these activists right here, starting the civil rights movement for the American Disabilities Act, I wouldn't be able to get around these cities. I wouldn't be able to ride and access the trains, the subway, the city. So thanks to the pioneers, we have mobility in the city. Check it out. Big elevator buttons you can push with your foot or your wheelchair. That's accessibility.
First floor.
Look at this place. The Center for Independent Living is an organization that helps increase awareness, collaboration, and opportunity among people with disabilities and the community at large. This is a powerful place. Berkeley. Berkeley is sweet, man. Bunch of conscious, healthy people. What a day. Mobility in the city, San Francisco. We started in San Jose, we rode the train into downtown, we went to the Golden Gate Bridge, down by the wharf, rode the Bart, under the bay, right here to Berkeley, and I'm tired. So we're gonna end this episode by going in here to Jupiter's. I'm gonna grab myself a drink, and that's it for this episode of Mobility in the City. I'm Aaron Baker, Shield HealthCare's Spinal Cord Injury Lifestyle Specialist. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to next time.